Hey, welcome back to the DisasterMinds Podcast. I'm Micah.
I'm Will.
I'm Joel.
I'm Gary.
Thanks for joining us for another episode. We're going to go ahead and jump into this one. I think Gary has some stuff he wanted to kick off for us this time.
Is that what it was?
No, I had some ideas for movies. I thought they were funny, and I kind of wanted to workshop them.
Yeah. I think we should start by saying that all these ideas are going to be copyrighted. If we see this movie come out next couple of years, we're suing.
I don't think you'll see these movies coming out.
So wait, these are original movie ideas from you?
Well, sort of original.
Okay.
They're original.
Adapted.
Right.
I came up, but they
adapted for film and TV by Gary Woodward.
Right. Yeah.
Can it be a spinoff?
This one is a spinoff.
Oh,
so my
okay,
first,
great. All right, let's hit it.
My first idea. You know the movie Rain Man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So Rain Man 2. I
already like it.
So Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman, they're reprising their roles in this feel-good comedy. Charlie's found a vaccine to Raymond's autism, but before Charlie gives it to him, they go back to the Strip one last time. Vegas is hit with some of the biggest losses in years. Raymond is a little conflicted about going through with giving this autism vaccine to Raymond, because it'll change the brother that he's come to know and love, which is kind of the first movie of him kind of coming to accept him for who he is. Yeah. So there's that. Charlie finally decides that he should give Raymond the dosage. To his surprise, he's still autistic, but he can now control the weather.
Rain Man.
Rain Man 2.
Make it rain.
Make it rain.
Let's make it rain. Yeah,
that's great.
My third one, it was more of a, it's called Wikipedia. It's based on a true story. The movie will cover all of human history, and all subjects, including dinosaurs, physics, and the making of Wikipedia, and more, coming to theater near the end of time, when you can
there's nothing
comprehensive history of the world. Okay, and my last.
I think
you want to talk about these?
Well, before we get on to your last one, I think that for the Wikipedia one, when it comes out in theaters, like halfway through the movie, you should put up a sign saying like, this movie was brought to you free. And the only way we could do that is by people donating.
Is if you give us $6.
So if you could donate $2.75, and then like the security guards walk in the room of the theater and they're like. They stand up in front of the door with like a assault rifle, and they just sit there and they're like, and they pass a bucket around or something.
Yeah, like collection basket.
It's like Wikipedia appreciates it.
Yeah, we appreciate every cent.
Your $1.50 helped fund this one credit scene.
Can I get your guys' opinion on Rain Man 2? What do you guys think?
I like it. I mean, I think it could be a little controversial if it comes out today. With the vaccine and all.
Right. The autism vaccine.
The autism vaccine, right. But, that being said, you kind of get a cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Yeah,
feel,
in the end.
That's
the first 2.5 hours that gets to that.
Well, I have one question.
Okay.
How... At the beginning, you talked about like how in Vegas he's struggling with the idea like, oh, do I give it to him? Do I not? There's a decision to make. How quickly does that all unfold? Like, how much actual autistic weather controlling kid do we get?
So that's maybe the last 20 minutes.
Okay. So not very much of the movie.
He counts the rain as it falls too. It's gonna be incredible.
Can I have a request for a line in the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanna, and this is gonna, kind of. Harken back to the first X-Men. I want to quote. This is Storm's line. Okay, and I want them to say this like this should be the last line of the movie. Like they should cut to black like after this. He's like, what happens? Well, in X-Men it's a frog. We can decide what he says there. He's like, what happens when a hustler gets struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
We didn't like that line then, and we hate it even more now.
Oh, I love that line. I mean, that is to me that is the worst line ever in cinema.
Cut to credits. Rain Man.
Rain Man 2. Let there be rain.
Make it rain, man.
Make it rain. Yeah.
Make it rain, man.
Yeah. I think we need more weather controlling. Unless there's going to be a spin-off to the spin-off, there needs to be...
There'd be a third.
Rain
you
Man.
have to make
That'll be in the third.
So
I don't know. I was getting Chronicle vibes from it.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like now he has this ability. He's like, whoa, what can I do with this? And he just goes bananas.
So he's autistic. That could be he doesn't think about that. He's just autistic.
Well, it would be I think the next movie would be very. We could just focus on his growth as he develops these powers.
See, I think what should happen is in the third movie, he's taken to a psychiatric ward, like, and he's
the same one that he was in.
Well, yeah, and he's like, and people are like trying to now experiment on him and try to figure out what's wrong with him and try to help him get better. And in the end, you find out that he's actually the devil. I think that's what. And
it's just his name is just lie spelled backwards.
Yeah.
It's not even.
What was the movie?
It's not even lie.
It's not even lie spelled backwards.
What was his name?
Eli is his name.
His name was Eli.
Yeah.
Eli. Oh, I don't remember.
No, that's all right.
That's what the third one should be. And they're trying to figure out how he controls the weather and all that stuff.
I was thinking about, while we were doing horror movies last episode, I was thinking about Eli, and I was like, no, there's no good guy in that movie. Everyone's a bad
the good guy is the devil. So, I mean,
but then the bad guy are like the good people, and then you're like, oh, wait, but they're bad to the main character?
Well, that's part of the reason why the movie isn't that good. Because the bad guy is literally the devil.
Bad. His sister was okay.
No, that's part of the dilemma. Like, there's a couple shows that hit on like just because are you a demon, like a actual demon, does that mean you're evil? And I think usually it's
but historically it'd be yes, but now it's kind of a gray area thing.
Now it's more like, well, I didn't choose to be Satan's kid, but then you also killed 5 people.
Right.
Right. You gotta ask the question, like, why did they kill him though? Like, was it self-defense?
It wasn't. If you watch the movie, you'd know it was.
I did watch the movie, and I don't remember.
Okay, wait. My last idea.
Oh yeah.
This is my coup. This is the coup de grace, the pied de résistance. So I'm a big Alien fan.
Right.
I wore an Alien shirt 2 episodes in a row. This is called Alien versus Child Predators.
Oh my gosh! And
I like it already.
So hear me out.
Okay, okay.
So this is kind of playing with the idea that the bad guy's the good guy.
Okay.
I wouldn't like that could go both ways, and it's like, what are you thinking?
Just wait. Okay, so movie. So trailer. This is like opening scene. Movie opens up with an escape pod, and there's one of the face hugger eggs in the escape pod on it. Okay, kind of in like a field. You can see,
Yeah.
Kids walking around. It's empty. It looks like it's but it's not. It has the thing. And this is Ridley Scott, by the way.
Yeah.
He's doing this again.
He also
so this kid walks in there with his backpack, and he sees it, and he's like, whoa. And so he puts it in his bag and zips it up, and then he goes to, you hear like a school bell or something, and then he's out of the woods, and he's just out of like an elementary school in the suburbs.
Okay.
So next scene, it's after school. We see some, it's like this really uncomfortable guy's like, hey, you want to ride? And the kid's like, yeah, sure. And he knows him. And so he gets in, and then we kind of get some subtext that he's being groomed.
Okay.
Or has been being groomed, but he's coming to this part. And so then the guy finally makes his move, and the kid's like, no, this is dumb. He freaks out, jumps out. He leaves the backpack.
Oh.
So he runs away. So this child predator is like, dang it, I've been foiled. I didn't get to, whatever. So he goes home. He goes into this country with this lair with these other pedophiles.
Oh.
And they're all rich, and this is like their pedophile lair where
right,
they like hang out and talk about, so there's a ton of them. There's a ton of pedophiles, a ton of child predators. So he lives with other wealthy child abusers.
Yeah.
So as he parks his car, and he's like, he's all dejected and crestfallen, the poor guy. And then he looks into the right side, and he goes, oh shoot, the backpack. And he opens it up, and he sees the egg, and he pulls the backpack down over the egg, and the egg goes, and it opens up, and he's like, oh. And then he puts his face over it, and then it goes, and then title card, Alien versus Child Predator.
Okay.
So it's like gonna take place. That's him rolling up to this compound, essentially.
This compound of child
and
predators.
Are they like all locked in? So our characters that are gonna be getting picked off one by one are all child predators.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a likable plot with horribly unlikable people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're rooting
So
for
yeah,
the
you're
alien.
rooting for people to get picked off.
Yeah.
And so Alien is the good guy in this scenario.
Well, if he escapes, then he's not, because then he'll just kill everyone.
But this is coincidentally.
But will he though, or will he like realize that?
Maybe one will get away, and he'll be like, "I made a mistake being a child molester."
Right. Well, the one gets away, and then that's how you leave it open for a sequel. You know, he goes and starts a new tribe of child predators. You know.
Okay.
Is that how that works? I don't know. I don't know. I've never.
Anyways, I thought of this, and I thought it was great.
It's hot. I would fund it.
I would watch it.
I would watch it. I don't know that I'd fund it.
I wouldn't want to be in it either, because it's either kid or, and maybe there's kids there too that are like trying to escape, and like
Then to team up with Alien.
These are the shittiest ideas I've heard.
I thought they were pretty good. So
I think I like Rain Man the best. I think that one has the best chance.
I think Rain Man 2 is pretty good.
Rain Man 2, yeah, that one I think. I mean, you're getting you're adding in some sci-fi into the whole Rain Man, and on top of that,
because then you can break into like kind of an X-Men-ish kind of.
I was gonna say you can do that. You can then be like, you can have Professor Xavier roll up at the end of the movie to the autistic kid.
Get
and be
some like crossover
yeah,
there.
then come with me. I have a good place
For
for
gifted,
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
gifted
and then
individual.
Well, he's not young.
Yeah, how old is Dustin Hoffman now?
He's 80.
And
He's like 83.
and then at the end of it,
More like Magneto character.
like because the Rain Man's super rich at this point. He won a lot in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So he's super
he is
rich,
Super
so-
rich. He could be Professor Xavier.
Well, Professor X like comes in and he's like, "Hey, we give this school to to mutants free of charge. All we're asking from you is $275 from you will help keep this school open.
The price of a cup of coffee.
Right, the price of a cup of coffee, and you can get all this mutant schooling for free.
People would get offended at that though, because they'd be like, "Whoa, you calling that autistic kid a mutant?"
Yeah, I was saying you can't go around saying mutant anymore.
He's not a kid anymore.
That's the thing, though.
He's not a kid.
And also, his autism is trumped by the superpowers at this point. Like,
You could have like the more he uses his powers, the like less autistic.
What if it's a trade-off? What if the more?
I think.
Oh,
I like
he
that
gets
idea.
more autistic.
So he has to learn. Like he. Okay, so
And they thought it was a vaccine.
If the storm ever stops.
This sounds like this sounds like the kind of movie that's like made by people who believe vaccines cause autism.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe
and
it's
like this will get them.
Maybe
Yeah,
he
but then
is,
but then the bad part of that is like they made the vaccine look super cool because it gave him dope powers that he can control
So
the
now
weather.
people want more
Yeah.
vaccines.
Right.
But
That's
what
how
if
you
like
get-
he's at the brink of autism, right? Like in one more use of his power, and he's just drawn over the edge, right? But then get this, a giant forest fire breaks out, and he's the only one strong enough to call down a rain so huge, floodlights, if you will,
So specific.
to wipe to wipe over the forest and stop the fire. So he has to choose: do I just full send into my autism, or do I just walk away from this and live my life?
See, no, I think
That's
that
the
like
dilemma.
I think it'd be great. I think it'd be great if honestly, like, they were like, hey, this forest fire, it is like it's coming towards the city, like it is heading this way. Like we'll have to evacuate if it comes any closer. We need you to like have it rain all over this. He's like, guys, I can control the weather, but you guys don't understand. Even still, like I'll still need like 2 weeks to evaporate as much water as I can into the atmosphere. And then build up into clouds. It's like, I control it, but like
I abide
but
by
it takes
water
time,
cycle.
man. Like,
It takes too long.
This isn't just a superpower. It still follows the laws of science. Like I can't just do that in a heartbeat. It's like,
Hey,
Nah,
I guess Rain Man's the guy you want then. 'Cause
Yeah.
he can make
well,
sure
he
that
figured that
happens.
stuff out. Yeah, he figured out the fastest way.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's a.
I think it has
In fact,
potential.
that's a really good idea.
I have potential. I think we need to keep workshopping it though. We threw a lot of great ideas out.
I think there are a few of those ideas you brought out that shouldn't be ever like brought into the light of day.
Some of them
but-
should never be talked about again.
No, I'm just a big Alien fan. I love Alien.
Yeah.
It's my favorite
Speaking,
thing.
could you
You
mentioned
read about it on Wikipedia, also, right?
Yeah, yep. Hey, yep. Well, I was
Full
looking up the
circle.
cast of Rain Man.
Ridley Scott did that movie, and he recently just released the House of Gucci movie, and I think
what?
And I watched it.
It doesn't feel like one of his movies.
I know, but if you watch it, you understand, like, oh, this is an alien race that comes down and they start taking things over. Like they're just mongrels.
People from New Jersey?
No, I'm talking about Ridley Scott's movie. Listen, let me finish. So these people come and they're just taking things over. They want power, they want money, they want glory, and at the end, you realize that they're easily killed, just like anybody else when you put a shotgun to their head. But the crippling
thing.
Is
this a spoiler?
No,
it's a historical. Like, this is a true story.
It's a story. But what I'm telling you is, you can bring anyone down, alien or Gucci, if you have the willpower.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say child predators. Like,
no, because we weren't gonna go back to that. Place.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, House of Gucci is a very different movie from Alien.
Guess it didn't hit the mark.
Well, he also did Gladiator.
He did.
So that's why I feel like
I
feel like House of Gucci just doesn't feel like a Ridley Scott movie. But
I'm entertained.
From House of Gucci?
It's a Gladiator joke.
Oh,
because he was asking. Yeah,
I didn't get it. I've never seen it. No, that's not true.
You've seen Gladiator?
Yeah, I
don't lie.
Yeah, we watched it together. You've seen it.
Yeah,
it's one of the best death scenes with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything. He just dies.
I know.
It's awesome.
That's kind of how it would be.
Yeah, it's like real, like a death. Like he gets stabbed and then he's just like, well, I'm dead.
Yeah. No need to overact this one.
Doesn't have anything to say. He's dying.
Well, what's one of the worst death scenes you'd say in movies?
The one from X-Men when Toad dies.
For me, like
when he's
when
like still doing great.
Everything else, happens to him.
What are we going for? Are we talking like most grotesque?
Well,
most
Hans Gruber, that's a great death.
I would think that's just
and then you hear the thud, like that's it. That's
bad.
Hans Gruber hitting the ground.
I think Boba Fett got ripped off pretty hard.
Well, he didn't die.
Oh, he did. You're right. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Where's the death scene? I don't know. Jeez.
Oh man, that's really hard. I mean, I'm on the spot.
There's that one. I don't know the name of it, but it's like some movie from the 70s. It's called. I think the video is worst death scene ever.
Where he's like,
he gets shot, and he goes, ah!
He does the whole like hands.
He hits the wall, and then he shoots again. He goes, ah!
Have you seen that in? You remember the show? Files from Police Squad, or the what is that? That's what it's called,
Police
right?
Squad.
Police Squad,
yeah,
is what it was. Yeah, and he gets shot, and he's like,
he goes over to the paperwork,
like stamping, finishing up his paperwork. And he's like, and he just like finally falls over and dies. That's actually one of the best death scenes, I think.
I think
those are hilarious.
A good one that came to my mind. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's got this guy and he's running on a beach. And he's got this satchel, and he comes against a guy with a Uzi and a girl.
This one's for the Malachi.
Yeah, the Malachi cop. And so they're throwing the guy and the girl throwing the frisbee back and forth, and the guy, the extra guy who comes up. No, I'm telling this whole story wrong. Sorry. The guy, the main guy in the movie, can't think of his name. Ross? No, I don't remember. Anyways.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is totally going off the rails. But here we go. We got guy 1 throwing a frisbee with girl 2, and another guy comes up. He's like, "I'll show you how to throw a frisbee," and you're kind of doing trick shots.
Oh yeah.
Catches it between the legs.
Yeah, in between, he throws it. And
it's like Hot Times in Miami or something.
And then he's like, "I got
like
something for him," and he tells the girl to get out of here, and she goes, "I don't want to go." He goes, "I mean it," and he like lifts up his satchel, and he's got a frisbee with like razor blades attached to it, and he goes, "This is for the Malachi cop."
Like you should.
And then he throws it, and then the guy goes to catch it, and it cuts his fingers off, and it gets in his neck. And he dies.
Were he and the girl throwing the frisbee back and forth to begin with? Because I thought he was standing there with an Uzi slung over his shoulder, just like this.
Yeah,
like,
I think it was.
I
think it was. Yeah.
It's pretty terrible. But I mean, more scripted, that has to take the cake because that just
hilarious.
Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Hard Ticket
to Hawaii. That's what it
is.
is. Yeah, that's.
Gosh.
But yeah, I mean, like the guy standing on the beach with an Uzi, like what did they just get Red Dawned or something?
Yeah.
Like why is this guy just like standing around with a weapon like of that caliber? First of all, but then also like at all.
Yeah.
You're in Hawaii.
Dudes from California rolled up.
Like, why do you have a gun, dude?
Like,
and then he pulls a frisbee out?
The other guy had a frisbee.
Doesn't he say like,
hey, let me catch him.
Doesn't he say like, you disc?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sounds like some
great movie.
The worst movie ever.
Disc golf.
Well, there's another scene. There's another scene in that
man.
movie where they're like driving cars like down the road, and this guy pulls out like a bazooka.
What?
And just shoots the other car or something like that, and it explodes.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
They have some great deaths in that movie, I will say. He does like catch the frisbee in his throat, like one of the blades.
And he dies, right?
Well, sure. I mean, I hope so.
He could only hope
he's still there on that beach today. It was a Cold Case Files episode. What happened to this man? He was found out on the beach.
Looks like a frisbee expert.
Yeah, looks like he got in a severe frisbee accident.
Yeah, a disc golf.
I've seen this before.
Severe disc golf. Disc accident.
Yeah, they're very rare, but when they happen, it's gruesome.
Yeah,
they're pretty bad.
Normally, you just get like a pulled calf or something, but this one's one of the worst I've seen.
Not today.
Yeah. Hey, so I kind of want to talk about some upcoming movies we have coming out. Nothing big, but just like for me, we have Marvel movies that are just they're my egg and my cheese. You know.
I've never heard egg and cheese.
You don't mix cheese with your eggs.
Are you trying to say bread and butter, meat and potatoes?
No, I don't want no bread and butter. I want my eggs, my cheese. Let me tell you why.
Cheese.
So,
literally, but okay. So here's the thing, though. Why did you say egg and cheese? Why wouldn't it be cheese in my eggs? Because that's a thing. You don't put eggs inside of cheese.
Let's give Mike a shit for this part. Let's hold on to this.
I like cheese in my eggs. All right, get off me.
All right.
So we have something I've been looking forward to for a long time with a Spider-Man movie coming out. No Way Home. It's just bringing enemies from old movies back. Rumored, not rumored. A lot of talk about whether the two other Spider-Man will be in the movie. I'm trying to stay away from those spoilers just because I don't want that to be ruined for me going into it. But I got thinking about the movie, and it kind of looks like you're building up to the Sinister Six. And so I also got to think about Spider-Man. It's like, oh man, if you could just take an Uzi to these guys, it'd be over. But he has like this no-kill rule. A lot of superheroes do. So I want to ask you guys, if you're Spider-Man, right? You're in his shoes, and then you decide, I have to kill one of these guys. I gotta kill one of these enemies of the Sinister Six. Who are you going to choose, and why? Tell me why you would pick that person.
Well, I would say the Sandman because I don't really understand how he's alive in the first place.
Okay.
So like,
that's upsetting. Yeah, I'd kill the guy too.
You want to kill him because you're confused by him?
I just don't understand how Sand is living.
Okay.
I guess. So like, if he's able to kill Sand, which is not alive in the first place, I'd go with that.
Because then you're not breaking your rule of no kill because
you're not killing a living thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you're breaking the rule by breaking the rule. I like it.
I would argue that you shouldn't kill Sandman because he has a daughter.
No.
And that's very apparent.
I didn't think about that. Yeah. He is the bad guy.
And remember in the beginning of Spider-Man 3 when he's like, I'll be back. Or whatever. I don't remember.
Was he ever?
But then you find out that he's actually like, he's the getaway driver for the guy who killed his uncle, right? Or something like that?
No, he did actually kill his uncle. It's just he holding a gun at him, and then he got
he got pushed. He got pushed on the back.
And he wasn't doing proper gun safety.
It was an accident, but also
I'm a
villain.
But hey, pal, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
See,
please forgive me.
I love this group of Spider-Man villains because you have a couple who did fall into the radioactive vat of something. Like, he fell into a radioactive vat of sand, basically. Yeah. Electrode fell into a radioactive vat of lightning. Right. And, like, these are the best... these are the best Spider-Man villains.
I didn't know that lightning can be collected into a vat.
Yeah, Doc Ock fell into a radioactive vat.
Remember, he's like... octopi. Jamie Foxx is like, I hate Spider-Man, or whatever he says, and then he falls off the rails into the vat of lightning.
He loves him.
He loves Spider-Man.
He still loves him at that point.
Oh, he loves him.
It's not until he takes his limelight from him that he then goes, I hate you now. He wants to kill him.
Yeah.
I don't know who I would kill. If I was Spider-Man, who are the villains? It's Doc Ock, Green Goblin.
Yes.
Electro, Sandman,
Rhino.
Venom. Rhino? Is it Venom? Is one of them?
I don't know that Venom.
No, not Venom, but the Rhinos one.
Yes.
Yeah, the Rhinos.
Right.
They were setting up to do that in the Amazing Spider-Man.
Because Paul Giamatti was the Rhino.
And Vulture's the other guy. Did you get Vulture? Yeah.
Oh, that's with Michael Keaton.
You can't kill Vulture because he also has a daughter.
But he also has a wife. So
I feel like
she's not a daughter.
Norman Osborn is a sissy son. Does that count?
I don't know, but they're friends. Like you wouldn't want to kill him and then be like,
your friend's dad. That'd be awkward.
I'm friends with my friend's dad.
No, but you wouldn't kill your friend's dad, is what I'm saying.
No, that would make the friendship icy.
See, right. And in one universe, he did kill his friend's dad, and look how that went.
No, he didn't.
In one universe.
Okay, he jumped over his glider.
Glider.
He did not follow proper glider safety.
I don't know.
Right.
I think Sandman...
Okay, he should have done something to stop that glider if he has a no-kill policy. I mean, come on. He knew what that glider was going to do.
You should kill Electro, dude.
Why?
Because he's electric, bro. It's like the most dangerous one.
Dude, yeah, electricity brought Frankenstein to life.
Yeah, so guess how many people he'd bring...
My apologies.
Guess how many people he'd bring to life just shooting his electricity
My guess
everywhere.
is at least one.
No, yeah, like he is a danger to the power
Okay.
grid and to people. So
All right. Okay.
that's an easy one for me.
What do you do? Is water kill him? What did they do?
They overcharged him in the Amazing Spider-Man.
overcharged
They kill him just like they killed Sandman with water.
They killed him with water, right?
They did in the sewer because he was going.
But they did actually.
Wow.
They turned him into mud, but didn't kill him.
But,
so now he's Mudman or something.
Now, Mudman, that's like a villain from Scooby Doo, right?
That's like worse.
Some guy
No,
that-
the tar monster guy.
Oh, yeah.
This movie is reminding me of what a little bit of like playing on people's nostalgia,
Oh yeah.
and
It's
I've become less a fan of that recently.
Really?
I have
Are you getting kind of worn
Why
out
is
with
that?
nostalgia?
because of Star Wars.
Because wow. Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
good.
a little wary of movies like this
Okay.
that might use fan service to cover up a bad plot.
What? Okay, but answer me this: what makes you think that a company that's rebooted the same series 3 times in 10 years would mess this up? What makes you think that?
Why wouldn't they mess it up?
No,
Since they've done it 100 times.
Okay, you got to the root of my question.
I don't know, man.
Crosses off Fantastic Four.
You know what?
Yeah, I think that name is pretty ironic too.
Fantastic Four.
You put fantastic in your title and then it's just like that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I don't
Dude's a little flexible. Someone's been to the gym a couple times.
Yeah, you're a big rock with feet.
One of them's an introvert. One of them is a flamer. Yeah, no, it's
You summed up the Fantastic Four perfectly.
And then there's the Human Torch.
Yeah. But okay, if you had to rewatch any one of the 3 Fantastic Four, including Fanforstic, which one would you force yourself to rewatch?
Well, I've already seen Fanforstic 4 times.
Okay,
Oh, you've stirred your penis.
I would probably watch Fanforstic again.
Really?
Because the other ones have qualities that remind me of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you could be
Like a conflict.
right,
A general plot.
like plot leading to a climax, which leads to a falling action. So I think that I would watch Fanforstic again because
There was something like that.
because there. Well, I guess it would be really hard to watch again as there is no plot, but it'd be like living your life for a day. You just see things happening around you, and you're like, okay, yeah,
this is all happening.
Yeah, this is happening. That's what it'd be like.
I think it was great
Fanforstic.
when Reed just took off. He's like, nah, I'm done with this. He was like left for a year more.
Left for a year.
Yeah, and it did his own thing for
This
a
was
And
while.
they found him in Argentina or something.
How did he
It's
know-
like, you won't like me when I'm angry.
How did he know that they were supposed to be looking for, or how did he
Is this the new one?
How did he know the nature of
Fanforstic?
why they were coming
Yeah.
after him? Like they were hunting him down.
Fanforstic
Did he know?
would actually be a great name for deodorant.
I never saw.
Yeah,
I think.
Fanforstic. Yeah,
I never saw Fanforstic.
You haven't?
You're missing out.
We've watched it 4 times. I've seen it.
I
4
would.
times.
I would rewatch Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah,
Because,
that's the one I was gonna pick.
Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I actually don't
I can
know.
tell you my
I've only
reasoning
seen
for
it
when.
once.
Yeah, I can tell you my reasoning for when to rewatch it. It's that I saw it in a drive-in like 13 years ago.
Oh, I did too.
And I don't remember anything.
I saw it in a drive-in too.
We must have been there at the same time.
Oh wow.
Man, that's sad. That's
Yeah.
all.
Who played the Silver Surfer?
I didn't invite you.
I have.
Shel Silvers.
Lawrence Fishburne did the voice of him.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, find that information for us.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I wouldn't choose the old ones because, well, actually, I guess, the craziest thing I learned recently, I did rewatch the first one, I think, the original,
Did you?
2005 one.
Oh.
I started to. I didn't finish it. But Maria Menounos is in that movie.
Yeah,
she
she
is.
is.
I'm like,
yeah.
girl.
I'm like, oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know her from
Newbie, yeah.
Like, I know her from actually nothing, but
Dude's name is Doug Jones. He's a contortionist. You know Pan's Labyrinth?
Yeah.
He's
Oh, he's that guy?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
you know him as Silver Surfer or that guy.
I know him better as this
dude.
dude. Oh shoot, he's in Hellboy too.
He's in a lot, actually. That guy,
he's the dang.
yeah, he's the fish guy in Hellboy. He
Yeah.
does a lot
I
of
bet
different
he and
characters.
Ron Perlman are probably close
Why do you think that?
because just
of
the
Hellboy?
the nature of what they do. Our dad went on a Ron Perlman rabbit hole.
Oh, did
and
he?
Found like a bunch of. He had like bright red hair and did these French
Dude.
movies
Really?
and stuff
Wow.
like years and
You
years
think
ago.
you know somebody?
It's that could
oh my
be.
God.
He gets effed up in that sniper movie.
Which
The-
one?
The Enemy at the Gate
Oh,
yeah.
with Jude
With-
Law.
with Jude Law.
Mm.
When they're jumping over that, they're in the building. They're jumping.
Oh,
over
then
the
he gets
thing,
shot
and he gets shot in
mid-jump.
the head mid jump.
Oh, man.
Is that guy?
That'd be a
That's
hard
Ron
way to
Perlman,
go.
right?
Yeah,
That's
that's
Ron
right.
Perlman.
Yeah.
With the big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I know. I wasn't talking about the dude from Silver Surfer.
No,
but
Dude,
Yeah, I already
he's
forgot.
in-
Doug Jones, is that his name?
He's
something
in
very basic.
the
yeah.
Bye Bye Man.
Is he Bye
He
Bye?
is. I think he's the Bye Bye Man.
Oh, no way.
Don't say it, don't think it. Bye Bye
Don't
man.
say it. Don't think it.
Pee pee poo poo man.
Is that what? Is that the one with the people in the bottle and they're gonna go like? Is that Bye Bye Man? Or is that-
No, it's the one where if you say Bye Bye man, he finds you and kills you,
I
and he's
should've
got
known
a
that.
he's got a
So
pit
like
bull.
you're hanging out with your friends, you're like bye bye man, and then like you're gone, you're like, or do you have to like say it 3 times in the
Oh, I'm
mirror?
thinking of Empty Man.
Doug Jones.
Empty Man
is
was the one
Bye
with
Bye
the
Man.
when they did the bottle. Like you had to say his name 3
He's
times.
also-
and go into a bottle.
I didn't
He's
know.
also in the Slender Man movie. Always watching Legion.
I remember
Batman.
Legion. Gary, do you remember Legion?
Who's
I
in
did
Batman?
actually kind of like.
Oh, is it one of the animated Batmans?
Batman dying is easy.
Is it an animated?
Oh, that's the new one.
I could argue.
Doug Jones
Oh,
has
the
been
one that hasn't
busy.
come out
Not that
yet?
easy.
Yeah.
He's been busy.
Wait,
Yeah, he's been doing a lot.
Dude,
Good for him.
have you guys seen Legion? It's
No.
Paul Bettany is like an angel who comes down and at this like rest stop in the middle of nowhere, and there are all these people, and then they're like,
Is he Michael?
Apocalypse.
Doesn't he play Michael the Archangel?
yeah,
That's the movie John Travolta called Michael. That's
Micah,
a real movie.
Micah's
see why
right.
I
I think he
forgot.
played Michael
That's
because then
not
another
really
dude
right.
comes down playing Gabriel,
Gabriel,
and he's
right.
like, and then Michael has this line, it's like, "You were always God's favorite," and they has like a mace and like battle, and they have like a fight,
Jeez.
but then they're like these
he's pissed.
angels trying to like,
Yeah. Oh, and Lily Collins is in that movie, isn't she?
I don't remember.
No, it's not Lily Collins. It's
This was years ago.
Oh, it's gonna. It might be. I might be thinking of Priest though. I can't remember.
That Anthony
Oh,
Hopkins one.
Priest.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, not the Anthony
Oh, that's the
No,
right.
no, that's
The
the
one-
right.
Priest. You're right.
Priest was also
It's
Paul
vamp-
Bentley and
vampires.
Who am I thinking of?
yeah, I think so. They're
I've never
vampires.
seen it. I want
Who
Yeah.
am I thinking of? Wait, with Priest. Who's in Priest?
Right, you're thinking of the right.
I was thinking of the right, but who was in Priest?
Who was it?
Is
oh
it,
no,
is there
Paul Bentley was in the Priest.
Paul Bettany.
Bet-
Bettany.
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 Paul B is his name. to
Yep.
me.
Paulie
Paul
B.
B.
Paulie
Yep,
B.
we'll go with Paulie B.
Paul Jarvis. I'm just gonna call him
Pauly
Jarvis.
Shore.
Paulie Shore.
Pauly Shore's brother. They share first names in that culture.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not surnames. Yeah. So
I'm
Dang.
sorry.
I'm going with Pauly B and Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
Glad I'm not named Paul.
Oh.
That's not
Well, for many reasons, but
Yeah, but why specifically?
Dang, he was in so many movies.
Yeah, he's done a lot of those. Like,
how old is he?
Who? Doug
Uh,
Jones?
Yeah, Doug Jones.
is it really Doug Jones? I don't think.
His name is Doug Jones.
Is it Doug Jones?
He's 61.
Wow.
My goodness.
He's 61 now.
Who's he gonna be in Batman? Is he like the Riddler or something?
No, it says Batman 2021. It's not.
Is it an
even
animated thing?
It must be.
I don't know.
Hmm.
It might be. Probably is.
Interesting.
Oh, it's only
For sure.
26 minutes.
Oh, that's
Oh,
weird.
it must be like an animated
Yeah, a little
or
short.
something.
That'd be my best guess.
Or like the College Humor Batman.
Yeah, I love those.
Oh God.
Kevin Porter is Batman.
Hmm.
Oh, I have no idea.
No
I
idea
don't know
who
who
that
that is.
is. Huh. All right. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started on our favorite game we play.
Yes.
BOGS.
Box Office Game Show. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get the game up on the screen for y'all.
Micah, what are the
answers?
What is it today?
Today, it's not really an addition, but we kind of did go a little bit retro on the movies here. So we'll go ahead and get started with our first one. Do. I guess we're doing
Dune.
The movie Dune.
Micah.
Also called Dune, for those who originally when they were trying to come out with a name for it, they're like, "Hey man, when's that movie gonna come out?"
You talking about the book?
No, the movie.
Oh,
like when's
they were
the
gonna
movie?
name the movie something else?
Yeah. Hey, when's the movie? When's the movie coming out based on the book Dune? And he goes, I don't know. The dude.
Oh, that's it.
I'm gonna call it Dune.
So this is the old one.
Yeah, this is the old one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't confuse it with the new one that has a lot of sand in it. So, all right, what do you guys think the year for this one is?
I think it's like 1982.
Ooh.
So I think like August 5th, 1982 is what I'm going with.
Okay. Gary, what do you have?
I'll go May. I'll say May 5th of 1984. I'll say 84.
Dune rhymes with June 1st. I'm going to say June 1st, 1980.
1980. All right, so we have 82, 80, and Gary, remind me, I'm sorry?
84.
84.
May of 84.
84, December 14th, 1984. Gary came in clutch on that one.
1 point for Gary.
All right, here we go. What budget? What do you guys think? I'm kind of curious to know.
Oh, I don't know. 80s sci-fi movie.
And it looks high quality.
I'm going to say 2 Bitcoin.
Which is equivalent to
$120,000.
Yeah, that's it. No, someone else go first.
Joel, did you say 120,000?
No, I was telling him what 2 Bitcoin was worth.
Final answer.
I'm gonna say $5 million.
$5 million.
I want to say I'm going to say $4 million.
Nice. I like when you go under me.
I know, but I want to shoot the pocket. I go for trick.
No, I know, because I don't know that's actually worth
say
that
two.
much.
Yeah.
2 million.
2 million. So we got 4 million,
4, and
5 million, and Dune 1984.
$40
million.
Where did that budget go to?
Not
probably
all the
animated.
sand.
And not the special effects.
They had to import each grain of sand for the movie.
Oh, that'll do
from
it.
the actual Dune.
From the actual
real
Dune. Yeah.
The real one.
Because they filmed this in
Puts his
some
hand in the
grassland.
box.
So, all right, opening weekend.
I actually have nothing to base my knowledge of this Dune on because 80s sci-fi is something I don't even know how to quantify. Like, what was the money worth back then, and what would they have been spending their money on?
I'm gonna say $12 million.
12 million.
Because surely it didn't do that well.
Yeah.
They didn't remake it for 40 years for a reason.
I want to say 5 million.
I'm gonna say 500,000.
Oh,
500,000.
I like that.
Okay,
guess.
here we go. 6
Oh,
million.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
What did you say, Joel?
I said
12
million.
I said 5, so that's
Jeez.
right. So we each have a point.
People went and saw this.
Gross
yeah.
domestic. What do you guys think?
Not much.
I
more.
think that this one, I'm gonna say 20 million.
15.
10 million.
Joel said 20.
I said 20.
Okay.
Yeah,
$15.
my final answer.
You locked it in.
Yeah.
15. Gary, did you say something?
I said 15.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say that. My apologies. Gross domestic. 30.
So is that Joel?
That's me.
Yeah.
Dang, Joel, killing
Almost
it, bro.
31.
I went low still. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I did not believe it would get to 30 million.
Yeah.
Like, it still didn't even make up its 40 in the States.
Barely making it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Worldwide, maybe it did better. Maybe it was a
don't know.
comedy.
Wait, Joel, what did you say? What was your guess?
I said 20 million.
20 million. Okay, so cool.
Will you go
What do you guys
first?
think?
Worldwide
going
gross,
first this time?
I'm gonna go first. Worldwide gross. Make it back up. Worldwide gross. I want to say 40 million.
Okay, I was gonna say 42,300,000. That's my guess.
Okay. Gary, did you give your answer?
50 million.
50.
It's probably going to be it because I bet it's going to have done better.
Oh boy!
So funny.
It made $50,000 outside of the U.S.
Yep. It didn't do that good. It wasn't hitting the marks.
Flopped.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, so that's Will, though, right?
Yep.
Because you went low.
Lowest.
You did.
Yeah.
You still went high, but you went
But I was
low.
closest to it.
All right. Next we got Star Trek:
Oh,
The Motion Picture.
There is no
Comparison? I thought it'd say coming back.
There's no compass.
I'm gonna say July 28th of 1973.
Okay.
Star Trek. I want to say March. I want to say March 20th. What did you say, Joel? 1973.
1973 is what I said.
That's a good. I want to say 1972.
Okay.
1972.
I'm playing it close.
No, I get it. I mean, the show's on the 60s, so
What do you think, Gary?
it can't be that far off, right?
December of 1970.
December 2nd, 1970.
I won only because you guys went under.
Dude, what
yeah.
a
So
terrible,
they waited.
What a terrible
They wanted
year
to honor
to release Star Trek.
Harbor. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that
true.
is so unfortunate.
Yeah. Yikes.
Dang.
Budget then. I think that might have done.
Oh, well, it had spaceships, so it had to have had a crap ton of budget.
Right.
Already
Because they
feel like-
greenlit.
And
back
it was
then,
also probably them trying to compete with Star Wars at the time.
Yeah.
and like every other movie that had a spaceship, because of
Right,
Star Wars, people
right.
were lighting up stuff with space on it.
Yeah.
So Star Trek had to have had a
So-
huge budget.
I'm gonna say 50 million.
Yeah, dang, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Shoot.
I can change my answer if you prefer.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Okay, I'll say 51 million.
I'll do 60 million.
No,
No, wait, what was Dune? What was Dune again?
It was like 40 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll do 60. I'll do 60.
Well, this is before Dune, though. This is like 5 years
Joel
before Dune.
Joel said 51 million.
Well, I said 50, but...
I want to say 51 million now.
All right.
Okay.
And Gary, you said 60?
Yeah.
35
Wow.
million.
Five.
35. Joel
Jeez.
just barely got that one.
Barely.
All right. Opening weekend. What do you think?
Opening weekend.
Oh. 70.
Okay, but this one you said 70
70
what?
million?
70 million.
Whoa, wow.
Double.
I mean,
going
this
high.
had the history.
Mm-hmm.
This had the show.
Mhm.
And it had the same cast from
Fan
the show.
base.
Yeah, it had
Big
the fan
fan
base. Man, that's not a bad guess. I'm gonna say 42 million.
Okay. All right. Well, what do you think?
25 million.
Going under.
Oh,
Dang.
11
man, that
million.
logic just didn't
barely,
work there.
Just
Yeah.
barely.
Did not do as well.
Almost
Shoot.
12. Almost 12.
I'm really surprised by that, but it also
Yeah.
could just be theaters at the time. I don't know.
Oh, I did see that this did not have very many theater releases.
Really?
Also, I gotta tell you guys, I forgot to mention this. Worldwide for this and the next movie we're going to do, it doesn't have it. There isn't.
There's no worldwide.
So we're
They
just
did not.
doing-
They
we're
didn't
just doing
release it
domestic.
internationally, so there wasn't anything for that box
Okay.
office.
So
So
this is the last
yeah,
one.
so we have last one for this, and we'll do the same on the next one. A little more on the wire this time.
I'm going to stick with 70. Maybe December, Christmas. Maybe it's, I don't know.
I'm gonna go 40 million.
Oh, wait, you said there was very little theater.
No,
for opening. For opening.
You know
Okay,
what
then
though?
I'm sticking with 70.
You know what though? They made like 12 of these movies. So
Do something ballsy, 100. Go up a bit.
yeah, I'm thinking I might go. I'm gonna say 100 million because they made a lot. Like surely,
They really
sure
did.
you don't go 11 million and then flop and then make 10 more movies. Like
Right.
Like
Unless you're really ballsy.
I want to. Gary, what did you say?
I said 70.
Yeah, he was.
I'll say 50 million.
I might be, yeah.
Joel.
I said 100 million.
82 million.
So I got
Gary.
the Will.
No, it goes to Gary.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh nice.
He had 7. Yep.
80
Oh yeah, nice.
82 million.
All right. Like I said, nothing here for worldwide.
Dang.
All right. Tron, the original.
Oh, Jeff Bridges.
The Grid.
I don't really know what year. I'm
S-
I'm
Was it
guessing.
70s or 80s?
I'm
oh, I
thinking
want to say 70s.
I'm gonna say 82. I'm gonna say like June 1st of 82. That's my guess.
All right, Gary, what do you think?
Will, can you go?
June 1st, 1975.
75.
No, not 75. 80s. 81. June 1st, 81.
Locked in.
I said 82, June 1st. So we're a year apart.
So I say 80 or 83, right? 'Cause that's
I mean,
pretty much.
I mean, but, you might go 70s, and if it's before ours, like, you
yeah,
go
I'm gonna
70s.
say 80. I think it was a little later.
80?
I think it was
Be
like
81,
85,
be 81,
actually,
be
but I'll do
81.
80.
1982.
July
1 month.
Well, I can't think.
July 9th, 1982.
I was off by 1 month.
What do you think the budget is for this movie?
Insane.
They actually did use computer-generated imaging.
Does
Like,
that make it cheaper?
more expensive for the time. I mean,
For
like, it's
1982.
got to be massively. I mean,
Fif-
it doesn't look good today.
50
but
million. I'm going to
50
say
million.
50 million.
Will locked in at 50.
I'm going to say 35 million.
35 for Joel. Gary?
Because that would keep it kind of on pace with the other two.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right in between, like, the release date.
I was going to say, yeah, surprisingly, these, I didn't do this on purpose.
It's all a 5-year range.
Yeah, they all came around at the same time, so.
Good lord. What'd you say, Will?
50 million.
And then Joel said
35.
40.
I said 35.
35. And you said 80, Will?
No, 50.
50. I'll go 60. 60 more.
Budget for Tron, 1982? 17
Cheap.
million.
Wow, I'm really surprised.
17
Yeah, me
million.
too.
All right, opening weekend, what do you think?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I guess they saved on budget on the costumes. You know, they're
Yeah.
basically wearing, like, cardboard.
Joel
Yeah, and the set's probably not that bad either.
Joel has already won.
Well, no, Will, if you get these next two right, you'll tie him.
No. If I get these next.
Oh, he has 6. I'm sorry. I thought he had 5. My
So
apologies.
there is no way for us to beat
That's
Joel.
right. We can give
But
it
we could still play.
college try.
College try. Opening weekend. I'm going to say 600,000.
Yeah, I feel like that's really good.
Okay, but there's already... I keep trying to reason it. Like, I keep trying to, like, be like, oh, there's this and this.
Sometimes
There's already a video game.
I don't have a lot to base it on.
Right.
So
there
I'm
was
just
already a
gonna-
video game that people liked. Like,
Light
Yep.
bikes. Is that it?
Tron.
Yeah.
the
Tron, the game.
Light
Yeah.
bikes was like a section of the game. Like, you could do different things.
Mm.
There was an arcade downtown
Yeah.
that we went to recently,
Ah,
and
that's
I
right.
played it there.
Nice.
Yeah, I played it too.
I'm gonna say 1.5 million. I really don't know. I feel like that's too much, but I also feel like that's way too little.
I'm gonna go. Wait, whoa! You said
600,000.
okay. I'm gonna say 90,000.
The answer for opening weekend, Tron,
Damn.
$4 million.
A Joel again.
Wow. Jeez.
4,761,795.
So this doesn't have a worldwide gross.
Nope, just domestic.
And this is a Disney movie, right? The original.
Yeah, it is.
I think it is. Yeah, it checks out.
Well, I think the new one is also, but I mean,
Jeez, dude.
I want to say... Oh my gosh. I want to say 7 million.
7 million. Sorry.
So then it flops, kind of.
yeah, it had that. Well, I mean, they didn't really remake it. I mean, for a long time. But I do think it was like low, but I don't think it was that low because one weekend netted them almost 5 million, like, and it could run for months. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 20 million. They barely made it back. That's my guess.
13 million.
13 million. The answer for gross domestic, Tron, July 9th, 1982, is $33 million.
They were
Missing
safe.
a zero there.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was
sure
like, is that
enough.
$33,000 in
it's
zero
$3.3 million.
Imagine the cursor being a zero.
cents? So who got that
Jeez.
Joel.
I said 20 million.
Yeah.
Because he had the highest.
one?
Boom. All right, guys.
That is hard.
That does it for this week. Thanks for playing with us.
Oh my goodness. That is so hard.
Yeah, I keep trying to reason the answers, and for some of them, they just don't make any
just
sense.
no,
Like,
yeah.
like there's like you think like, oh well, it's got to have a big
Well,
following.
history,
right?
the Berlin Wall was getting built up, so no one was going to theaters. Like,
Right.
What?
Right? No, I
don't know that.
Know that?
Well, if you think about the world at the time, nobody was playing video games.
It was flat Earth. It was all, like all the kids wanted to see. Oh shoot, Tron was probably a ton of kids were like, dude, just like the game. Let's go see it, mom and dad. Mom and dad are like,
do we have to?
Like, here's 20 cents. Go buy it, or however much a movie ticket was back in the day in the 80s.
Well, and that's before Jeff Bridges is even like what he is today, right? I mean, like that's kind of like how Kurt Russell was in all those old Disney movies, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you're like, you'd think like this guy's probably not gonna really make it, but he's in a lot of classic movies.
Everyone gets their start somewhere.
Yeah.
It's one heck of a start.
We are
for sure.
We are at 0 points total. Joel's won 3 of these.
Has he won all 3? Wow.
Joel's won all 3.
This is a
dang. You guys gotta step up your game.
Hey, I came close last
time. I really gotta do. I gotta start researching movies and just.
No, that's cheating.
No, I mean that's technically what I mean, like not those movies. What? I have no idea.
Yeah, I gave him the answer.
Well, no,
you've been cheating.
I've been cheating every day. I wake up and I say, Micah, what are the answers for today? I just want to get them off just enough, like and then I'm way off a lot of the time.
Whoa, that's surprising.
I just happen to be the closest.
You know, he always goes last. I'm kidding. He doesn't.
I don't.
I know. You go first normally.
20% of 80% of the time.
80% of the time, I go first 100% of the time.
Oh, man. Hey, so one thing I wanted to ask you guys, I've been probing and for myself, I was like, what are your top 3 movies, like, for rewatch value? Like, if you had to watch...
Alien
for you, I know that, Gary. What other 2 you want to put in there?
I'll have to think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I watch It's a Wonderful Life every Christmas season. I love that movie.
It's coming up for you again.
I'm going to be watching it soon, coming up. Or maybe I've already watched it. And
have you?
Maybe. Well, it just depends.
What?
Who's asking?
Me.
No, I love that movie. I watch it every year. So this is like that desert island game, right? Like what movies would you watch the rest of your life?
You're stranded on a desert and you happen to find 3 DVDs. What are
DVDs?
They?
Magic.
I want to watch them in higher quality than that.
You only have your DVDs and a VCR.
Were you gonna say Magic Mike?
No.
Okay.
No, I was gonna say they're Magic DVDs.
Oh, okay.
Because you can turn into you go.
I think. You watch it by spitting it really fast in front of your eyes because you don't have it. You're like, oh, these 1s and 0s look amazing.
Yeah, bro, look at this.
No, I would also say Die Hard. I could watch that movie over and over again. Like that movie is just classic.
A lot of Christmas movies.
I said this. I know it doesn't. I know it doesn't. I just feel like it's done. It's cinematically like a perfect movie to me because it's just enough silly, enough action, and enough just good plot for me. I'm like, this is just a great movie. All around.
Definitely get behind that.
I don't know what my third would be. I'd have to think about that because I'm thinking of rewatch value, not my favorite movies.
I still think Alien has a lot of rewatch value.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can catch on the second time, a lot of foreshadowing that.
But what about on the 400th time?
Very subtle.
Yeah.
On the 400th time, you'll get there.
Yeah, you count the stars essentially.
I heard Training Day was had a lot of rewatch value.
Yeah, it's a good one.
At least watch it again the second time.
I have a lot to say about Training Day.
Okay, we'll get to that. Go ahead and tell me do you know your top 3? Do you have at least one?
I have 2.
Go ahead.
Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, I've not seen that one yet.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's the perfect mix of it's funny. It's a satire, but it's a dark comedy.
Yeah.
But it's just told from a really interesting perspective, and it's a beautiful story, and cinematically it is a masterpiece.
Great.
And Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah.
That one's really
one of the best soundtracks and the most unique animation I've ever seen.
For sure.
Yeah.
And really all-star voice acting too.
A lot of good people.
And I love Spider-Man, and that's just one of the best.
Coming out with the second one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A second Into the Spider-Verse?
They had just released a trailer for it the other day.
But that animation, eventually it's not going to be as unique because the company that did that movie and did the Lego movie got together and did that Marshall versus the Machines movie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And you can tell it's got elements that are like Lego movie, and it's got elements that are like
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. It's kind of got those two different things, but I'm cool with it. I like the look because it's better than just like, and I'm not against this. I still like the movies, but like Pixar and DreamWorks and like all those what's the other one? There are a couple of Illumination. Like they're all. I mean, you couldn't I couldn't necessarily tell that any of those movies were like that different.
It's great animation.
It's all really good, but I mean, like they all have like the same style. It's just the basic like 3D, not basic, sorry, basics like Toy Story, but that has a reason. That is an excuse to be basic. It was literally the first like feature animated movie, but 3D animated movie. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more movies that kind of look like that in the future. But just knowing that the Spider-Verse did it first and like kind of had that comic book vibe, but also really solid animation.
Is that where the rewatch value is for you? The style and the soundtrack mainly?
Yeah.
The plot's good.
The plot's great too. I think
it's good too.
I mean, because if you like the story of Spider-Man, it's
and just looking for all the little Easter eggs in there too.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
It's really fun.
Yeah, I think it's good. I thought a lot more about it as this was my question, so I have all three in mind.
Oh, you do?
For me, it's going to be The Dark Knight, which is
great
just
movie.
Phenomenal. I feel like I quote the entire time. I watched it with my wife. No, sorry, not my wife. With you and Jack. I want to watch it with my wife. But anyways, we were watching it, and I was just sitting there like quoting the entire time. I felt like, yeah, I know. We look a lot like. And but then after that, it'd be Inception. We talked a little bit about Inception in our last episode.
Yeah.
And that was just like every time I would rewatch it, I would pick up on something else. I would discover a new plot or a new twist, or even just like whether or not I think they're still in a dream state. Like, what is it really going to do? Is it going to tip over? Is it not? And then last one for me is Civil War. It's just Captain America Civil War. It's just I don't know why I don't normally like to watch disaster happen, but watching the entire team of the Avengers fall apart and watch them pick the sides they're going to pick and for what reason they're going to pick it, and then just watching them fight each other.
Well, and it's cool. Almost like an Avengers movie without the weight of an Avengers movie.
No, yeah, it really was. Yeah,
like you get all the cast of an Avengers movie, but
you really do. Yeah,
it's not.
And then like every time I watch it, I end up picking a different side. Like, I think Captain America was right. Yeah, go for Bucky. And then every time I watch it again, like, no, Iron Man has really good points. He's trying to be civil and bring peace. And I'm like, So anyways, that one's a good one for me to watch, just to get a different perspective.
I think that is of all the Avengers movies, that is my most watched.
Oh yeah,
on repeat. Like I love that movie.
I've seen that one, and I love the way that they took that movie to then introduce two new characters without giving them a backstory and origin.
That was Spider-Man's first movie, right?
Yeah,
and
Black Panther.
And Black Panther, and I appreciate that because I was tired of seeing Uncle Ben die, And I mean, now I don't know too much.
No, I mean, I freaking hate Uncle Ben. I'm happy he dies every time. And then, like with Black Panther, they did give us a little bit more of his origin, at least his full coming to be the Black Panther, right? But I don't know. I think that Captain America just did it well.
Yeah, that's a good point because in the Black Panther movie, it's not really. T'Challa doesn't really develop much further. Like, he does kind of. It kind of
shows how he
right. In the movie, he like figures out he's making a decision, but the character is kind of develops after his dad dies.
Yeah,
and he's vengeful, and then in the next one he's not, but he's making the decision. So it's like he develops his character isn't really developing, but he is making a decision.
We were kind of solid development in Civil War. Actually, we kind of cut that out.
I think it was better than in the Black Panther.
What do you mean, like his progression?
Like his progression in Civil War is better than
because
Black Panther.
We see him see it from an outside perspective, what's like really going on, and then he approaches it rationally.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was great.
But then he doesn't in the Black Panther he doesn't reconcile with his dad. In the end.
Mm-hmm.
Because
he sees all the Black Panthers.
Yeah, he sees
his dad, and he's like, "Why'd you do that, dude? You suck.
That wasn't good of you."
And then he leaves.
Yeah, and that's kind of that.
I'm not gonna be what you want, what you were gonna be.
Exactly.
You're disappointed. I tried to be you.
It's behind that. Yeah. But no, he's what's in the vault. There's kind of a lack of. There's kind of a to me it was kind of like okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna fix his relationship with his dad.
He really actually get a chance to now.
But he kind of he sees him and he kind of blames him, which to be fair, he did do that. But there is a lack of balance. They I felt like a lot of that movie was like kind of lean further away from the tradition, and more onto something else. I think it was a bit political, but I don't know. It was still, I enjoyed it. It was
good movie,
entertaining,
still good all the way around. Anyone else have any more movies you want to add to the list?
I feel like I had another one, but I can't think of it at this time. So
I did too.
Yeah, I'll try to bring it back up.
No, that's all right.
Any of the Lord of the Rings, I think.
That's great.
Have a lot of rewatch value.
Yeah, extended edition.
Which one specifically would you?
I think either Return of the King or Fellowship.
Yeah.
I think Fellowship for me, I've rewatched the most.
I agree.
Me too.
But I think I would have to do Return of the King myself, like personally, because
I can agree with that.
Because like it's just the outcome, what happens in the end, like the way they get to the end of their journey, and you see like it just everything that's built up from the other two, it just finally comes to an end, which obviously it would, but I mean like just seeing how over time the ring has really gotten to Frodo, and like he has those like second thoughts, like second guesses, but luckily he had the right companion with him the whole time. Everything. Yeah, I would have to. I mean, I've seen the first one more than any of them, I think. Also. But the Two Towers, I don't think I could I don't really like rewatching that much. It has my favorite fight in the whole thing. I love the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
Like that is like one of the most badass.
That
battles,
is so
I
good.
think.
It's so good.
But the rest of the movie is so. I mean,
lengthy.
It's a lot of Frodo and Sam, which is okay. I don't mind that, but it's because they're adding in Gollum, the development of that.
Yeah,
character,
there's a lot more plot to build in the Two Towers.
And like I used to watch those movies all the time as a kid, and so like to this day still like. And I watched the extended editions just because that's what we had like at home. I think we probably had the theatricals also, but I don't know.
Went hard.
I liked watching the extended editions, and I had time to watch them, which I don't really as much anymore. They're so
I know.
But like even to this day, when watching them, like I will still remember like when I had to like take the disc out and put it in the second disc to like watch the rest of the movie, and like so kind of like
a little emotional recall.
Yeah, right? like that was I was watching Die Hard recently, and like I remember like when a commercial break would be on TV, like in the movie, because it's like you watch on TV enough times. Like back, I don't watch anything on TV anymore, like on live TV. But it's like, okay, I can't wait to hear about antacids. For the next like 30
Pepto-Bismol and Tums, bro.
Exactly, yeah. So
it's Pavlov's dog. It's like anytime you see, like in your head, you can imagine it going dark. You just expect to see an ad, and you're like surrendered to it.
Well, like the scene where he gets into when he's in the air conditioning shaft, and he like, gets into the thing. As soon as he like gets in, and he like has the lighter. I can just see it like fading to a commercial.
Joel, that is in my head.
That's literally a commercial break. Like I was like, oh my god, I've seen this so many times. And you get back and it's still lit up, and he's like, oh, we'll have a couple laughs, whatever.
Come to the ghost, have a few laughs.
Have a drink or whatever.
Yeah. But it's just funny how that stuff's still ingrained in my head, like from how I watch it. Like nowadays, you don't have to watch anything interrupted. Like you can watch it straight through, whatever. But it's just
spoiled.
Yeah, no, I totally am. I just think it's so funny. Like I still remember where all those placements are. Like when you see the Oliphants or whatever in the Two Towers, and they're like on the ground, like crawling, and right before or right after Faramir like finds them, like they're just like put in disc 2 if you want to watch the rest of this bitch. Like oh my god, you control my life.
Asshole.
Oh man, it's like it's like a reminder to like get up and stretch, like on your Wii. Then your Wii, the Wii controllers do that. Like after a while, it would be like,
it's like
playing for a while.
There's like an open window. With the breeze coming in, and the controllers on the table.
Yeah,
it's like,
take a break.
It's like
relax
TikTok.
a while.
TikTok does that too now, where you like scroll through and it's like, hey, hold up a sec, guys. You've been scrolling forever, and I'm like, yeah, shut up. I know what I've been doing. Too lazy to get up at this point. So.
Yeah, at that point, I'm committed to at least another hour. I kind of do a little bit more.
I'm already too far gone.
Pissed. You shouldn't have told me that.
Yeah, I told myself one more swipe, and then it's the ad. I go, I gotta keep going.
You know that TikTok expects you to do that and wants you to do that, right?
Oh yeah.
There's no way they want you off their app.
It's a courtesy.
Like,
it's a courtesy.
No, the Chinese are like, no, we want you to be on this as long as possible.
Right. Exactly. So that's why they know that the attitude.
Do they still own it?
Shut up, bitch!
Shut up!
Do they still own it?
You don't tell
Chinese?
me
I don't know.
Didn't we
I don't know who
buy
owns
it from them?
TikTok.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
We as the Americans, not us
No, I
collectively in this
really
room.
doubt that. I don't think that would be something that.
I was following the trial, but I don't remember anymore. Anywho.
Maybe.
All right, guys. I think that about wraps us up for today.
Yeah.
It was great seeing you again. Join us next time. Like, subscribe, and tell us what we want to see next. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.